Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is Bob with Trade Genius. Welcome to my podcast. I'm going to try to paint the picture if you're just listening to the podcast, but if you can see the screen, and I'm going to make it as large as I can for you guys so you can see everything. So today was a really interesting day, even though SPY was down, wasn't really down. It's basically we're having the rebalancing. And a lot of the things that were up today are things that are going to probably be held on the asset books of these um, hedge funds and institutionals. Stuff that was down today is likely being discarded. So it's a very interesting day for us, and actually a very good day for us. Actually, we had a nice rebound in the energy names. I'll get to that. Uranium, um, rare earths, and and then we had some tech stocks sell off that we were short. So all in all, good day. Gold rebounded again, and starting tomorrow or on Friday, is that if you want to buy stuff from Russia, you're gonna have to buy it in rubles, gold, or Bitcoin. So they're gonna force a hard currency world upon the fiat kings, and it should be very interesting to see, what happens with that. So Europe put themselves into really deep weeds here, and I've been saying this for 10 years. Europe's a failed state. So, um, anywho, that's what we're dealing with now. I'm going to talk about SPY here. I'm going on daily. So today, you know, here was SPY. It actually closed a little bit red, and I'll just go ahead and show you how red it was. So down $2.85, but it was well within its range, daily range. So it got normal. Yesterday was some sort of outlier day. They pushed it up, came back. Tomorrow, I'm fully expecting a market liftoff, and also on Friday. So we're still in apparently in bull mode. I'm long calls, and I think last two quarters were green going into the quarter end. I see no reason why tomorrow will be any different unless something comes out of left field, a moonshot on the war or some other crazy event. But you can't plan for those, so you have to go with the probabilities. So here's SPY. Just give you a little insight as to how my system works. Is that so? Here's the 21-day moving VWAP, very important. Here's my 8 period trend band, which is basically a Heiken. Love this one. Here's my money flow. Okay, we talked about money flow before. Money flow is basically looking at how price is received volume wise when it's going up or going down. And you can see when it gets pushed up in the upper tier here is that people want to own the stock and they're buying it when it goes up, not less volume when it goes down. And then down here is really interesting. It's the basically it's a moving average that is tied to my Heiken and a rate of change. So I'm looking at this primarily to look for when uh, it helps me see the slope of the move here. Okay. And you can see we just maxed out here. We're going up a 45-degree angle. Looks like an setback here. So it's kind of helping me understand when it turns green and you're down here, I got one, I got two, I got three, I got four confirmations to go long. Okay. And this is a 30-point move in SPY. Okay, this is making about a month or 2 months worth of gains with with one sample of 10 contracts. So we're still in the mode here. This is my resistance area here, though. We pushed into it. You see a little red triangle. This is our prop IP, and it hit it, pull back. But I'm expecting for it to break out, break through. So we have an interesting area up here, and I think like right there. Okay, that's an area to watch. And then if we pull out to a weekly, and we talked about this before too. Okay, there's the high, 478.57. So we're pretty close to it. This is a hop, skip, and a jump the way this market's been acting lately. Okay, so we broke the weekly downtrend too. We're getting a rate of change on the moving averages coming up. Money flow has been nothing but rock solid here. So there's nothing in the way. You can use this as a potential resistance area, and then this area here. So we'll see what happens. But right now, I'm bullish. It could be bullish all the way into the May meeting. The way these clowns like to operate, just push you until you're exhausted. Okay, so that's that. So let's take a look at VIX. VIX is grinding down. I think it's going to grind down to this 1557 area. There's nothing here to tell you anything really cool. What happened though today is I'll flip down to these now. We got our volatility trades back again. So you got UVIX and you got SVIX. Okay. So the UVIX is when it goes up at 2x of the volatility for the day. When you get SVIX, it goes down 1 times the volatility of the day. So we're going to be able to use our system to make a lot of profit in watching the VIX. So we're going to get some really, really good moves. When you start getting the VIX push over like this, you start getting red. You can cross the zero line on this, cross the trend band line. This move was cut in half. I can't even imagine what SVIX would look like on a on a move like that. It'll skyrocket. So it's gonna be awesome. So we'll be trading that. So keep an eye on that. Put in your watch list. SVIX and UVIX. I think you're gonna like it. No options on it yet. Obviously, first day of trading. It's gonna take some time, and then they'll be able to build some black shoals against it and release it. And we have our new volatility toys. Throw VXX away. It's garbage, and it's gone. Okay, so that's that. So let's go back to our friend oil. And lo and behold, we had a bounce off the area here earlier in the month. They came back to try to test it. It could not make a lower low. Pushed back over the moving VWAP again. And I'm expecting Thursday into Friday, we're going to see this lift off again. Russia keeps talking about wanting a peace treaty, but they're not really making peace. They're repositioning. And I think it's a lot of rope-a-dope. Russia got what they wanted. And so it's going to be really interesting to see how people are going to pay for their oil and gas. And I think the Biden administration is panicking, and they're going to allow for additional production. They're going to ignore their crazy wing of the renewable people because people will absolutely go crazy if they can't get to work. They can care less about, the Chardonnay sippers in Larkspur, California, right? So here we are. I think this is going to pop again. And at some point, I think in the fall, we'll probably get a pretty good roll down because I think they're going to force us into some sort of recession. And we're going to go from the inflation theme to the deflation theme like lightning. So be prepared for having cognitive dissonance because it's going to be like, I can't afford this stuff anymore. I'm not buying it. And the next thing you know it, prices are going to come down, companies are going to come down, stock market is going to come down, and energy will follow it. So just play it by ear. Take a look at our good friend gold. Gold came down, actually made no lower low, but it pulled in a hammer, climbed back over the moving VWAP again. We'll see if it has legs this time. We're all long suffering gold people. It's amazing that they're holding this thing down. But if somebody said to me, or maybe I quote it myself, I don't remember, but gold might be fairly priced. It might be the rest of the world that's overinflated, and deflation is going to catch up to where gold is. So we just have to wait and see. Remember, it's what gold buys that's important. Say when you talk about Bitcoin, it's what Bitcoin buys that's important. It's not its value per se. Its value is derived in what it can purchase. And that's what you have to keep an eye on. And that should be your rule of thumb. Pick something that is needed and a large enough in price so you can evaluate the relative value of the currency or the asset in which you can trade against it. So we'll talk about that more in a future podcast. Now let's talk about some of the things we did today. It was literally awesome. So, I'm a big uranium bug. And so I was telling folks here, I told you guys yesterday we had that bounce, and then we had a follow through on uranium CCJ today. So nice move on uranium. Okay, popped up. Don't like this inverted hammer, so we'll have to see whether we get follow through or not. But we had follow through from yesterday to today, and so we're just going to keep an eye on it. We still are kind of flattening out here, but this is important. Now, if it breaks below this, then it's going to come down to here. So we're just going to have to keep an eye on it. But we had follow through today. And then we also did the same thing on UUU, but UUU actually didn't have really a follow through. It popped up high. We moved our stop up on it, so we already tagged some opportunity. Well, on Quad U, we'll get back into the trade again. The whole purpose of trading is to make money, not be right. So I wanted it to get up to 11 before I got stopped out, but pushed down, moved my stop up. We made money. You move on. Okay, another stock that was very interesting to us was also MP. Okay, MP has been on a roll here. Okay, and MP also had a follow through from yesterday. We went ahead and bought it at 54 yesterday, and we put a stop, a limit, or sell limit actually up here at 60, and it tagged it. Unbelievable. And then pulled back. I still personally own it. It's a longer term hold for me. I think this thing is going to go to the moon. It's a rare earth company, and I think what people are just starting to recognize, and it's a rare earth money mining in the United States. Very important. So it's Quad U, by the way. UUUU also mines rare earth as well as uranium. And then a trade that you guys should jump on. I have it traded. I have it in my IRA, but we had a hell of a move today on Lithium Americas. Again, pushed down into my trend band. It popped off of that. I went ahead and bought it, and we rode it all the way up. I had to buy a sell limit on it at 41, but it started to pull back. We sold at 37.50 or 36.50. I have to look at my notes, but anyway, we made good money on it, and I still hold it in my IRA because this is why. Let me show you. Okay, this is an ABC pattern. Okay, so started down here. Here's the top. Here's the bottom. And then I have a measured move on this thing to basically 54.67 out into July. We're actually trending above it at the moment. So on a weekly basis, it's in my IRA unless we get a excuse me, a trend band change. But from a trading standpoint, I'm down here on the daily, and I'm going to look for opportunities for it to pop and pull back, and just keep trading it opportunistically. So it's just awesome trades we've had going here, and basically the whole complex is starting to move. We had GDX and GDXJ went back green. Okay, again, this is a key for you guys. If something is trending up and pushes back to its moving VWAP and holds or comes back through it the next day, you buy it. Okay, and just work your stop up until you get taken out. All right, look at GDX, GDXJ. Okay, so these are all opportunities for you, and I think you'll like it. Something that we are short on, took some profit on it today. Just it pushed up. Looking at it out here in the 15-minute. Okay, so you get a trend sell on this thing. It rolled down, basically 9 points for us here, and so I took profit, made a quick $2,000 on this trade, and then closed it going into this this range band, and now waiting for it to pop again and to reshort it. And so just some ideas. And our trade we have on that's been working really well. And it had up to a 14% move today. PLM, Polymet Mining, a United States nickel, cobalt, iron ore, gold mine up in northeastern Minnesota, not too far from the Canadian border. You sense my theme here. You want to buy companies that are mining in the United States, Canada, and Mexico if you have to. And because trade walls are going to go up everywhere, and you want to be trading in and buying stuff that has their assets locally. So Canada's likely okay because it's so totally closely tied to the United States. I doubt they do something stupid, but they got a stupid guy running their country right now. So who knows what will come out of his mouth, and but if you're in the United States, United States, we know we have some laws that are still relatively honored, and so we need to just keep an eye on that and trade that. So having said all that, that was our day. Made good money today. Expect to be green tomorrow. If you guys want to trade with us, tradelikeagenius.com. You got some specials you can take care of tomorrow. The prices are going up on the first that you'll never, ever see again. And, I feel like Crazy Eddie. All right. So take advantage of these bundles while you can. All righty. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for listening and catch you tomorrow. Bye bye.